Lovely morning in May walking the dogs. Lovely day to be alive. Crying out for rain now, so we've gone from basically being too bloody wet to too bloody dry all of a sudden. Yeah, so we're all good really. So I'll just let you know what we've been doing. You know, drilling, power harrowing and trying to get everything done in such a short time. And of course when you're up to neck in it and your back's against the wall, everything starts breaking, doesn't it? So power harrow bearing went in rear power harrow. So I bought a new power harrow. So that's all sorted. Front power harrow, the day I did the blog, that got hung up on a corner and bloody twisted round and snapped bloody drive shaft, so that were a right ball ache. But luckily Andrew Guest had got some shafting in, so we managed to get that sorted and mended. So up the drill on, drilling night and day, and then had a problem with tram liner on that. Not tripping tram liner in when it shouldn't be doing. Came down to a bad earth, but we didn't find that while after because we lost all lights on it and couldn't work out what was going on. So all things like that really, they're annoying. Yeah, things are growing, they are greening up, but we are, you know, obviously we do really need rain. But overall everything's coming up now, and quite a bit later, but we didn't get on with job as early as we'd like to be due to wet conditions. So yeah. Basically my dad retired, and you know, I've got a farm, very lucky, and then I've got with Jen, and we basically try and run it together really, and we don't have any staff or anything, and so yeah, we're not having my ducks in a line this time and everything coming at once. Back was against the wall a bit really, and the major problem was the land was going from being too wet to too dry and then just drying out. So you want to put your seed in, you want it to grow and not lose all your moisture. So it just sits there in a seed bed, and you know, that's obviously not what you want to happen at all really. Yeah, so I was busy power harrowing night and day. My best friend came to help me, wouldn't take no for an answer. Chris was chasing me up with the drill, cutting it into moisture and rolling it down, so everything was being worked and then being drilled, sown with the crop within 24 hours, so that worked bloody well, to be honest. Jen, I think Jen was a little bit worried about getting on the machines this year, because I thought I was perfectly alright, but Jen said I was a little bit wound up and a little bit stressed. But your back's against the wall, you've got to get it in, and night and day. Jen, well, I hope Jen would have been a little bit more into getting on the rollers, but I think she was a bit worried because we were busy. She didn't want to go and break something. She gets a bit flustered if she's absolutely perfectly fine and good on stuff, but she just needs a little time to break in. So actually, I think Chris actually showed her how to go on with the rolling more than me, to be honest. But yeah, she had to go on the roller, she didn't bend them, I think she enjoyed doing it. So yeah, that was good with Jen. Yeah, and the last thing we did was drain a field, the millet field, new field to us. I was going to hopefully drill it with the other block, and I went in there and nearly got stuck. So yeah, we had to bite the bullet and drain it. So yeah, we've got it drilled. It's the drains have worked, it's running well. So yeah, it's all good. It should square it up, that little field. To conclude really, we are, I would say realistically, in the farming season, due to now obviously no rain to make the crops grow, they've had the oats have had the application of fertiliser, but I would probably say realistically they're probably 3 weeks behind what they normally should be. They said tomorrow we were going to get 15 mil of rain yesterday on the weather, but obviously it's changed now and we're getting nothing, so quite normal. I'm guessing it'll rain in June like it seems to do. I'm sure the weather patterns are changing, so the old saying is a wet windy May, plenty of corn and hay. But yeah, we've got a dry hot May. But I hope you're all well, and yeah, keep stuck in, work hard, keep wool front door, jobs are good. to, not knowing this, pick the drill up. Right, come on then, let's go to the field, we'll set drill. Up and down, set it, looking at depth. Right, let's crack on, let's get going. So ripping headlands off. Yeah. Press button to lift it up, not thinking it's in high lift. It ain't lifted, has it? It's decided it's going to be in the position where it don't lift up at all. Flying back right straight under the wheels, had a meltdown, nearly started crying. Then I nearly crashed the pickup because I was that revved up. I went flying across the lawn and nearly crashed into the rollers. So could have been more expensive than that. So yeah, so basically fork truck, chain, bent it all back, it's drilled, it's alright, it's worked alright, but I've got some new parts to pick up, so we've got to pick them up. Well yeah, I hit the grass and it lit it up and yeah.
Just need the crops to go now, love, don't we?
Well, this is not looking too bad here, but we need some rain, don't we? It's looks a lot better with some rain. It's a lovely day, nice to be alive.